Good day. My name is Irvin, also known as DXYZ, and welcome to my channel. And this is how I created this Safari game here in Astrocade. So let's get started. So you may be all wondering that this is how DXYZ looks like. Well, I took this new approach now to actually letting you see my face now, and I'm really glad I really made this decision because I want to be as natural as possible to explain of how I created this game. But actually, it's gonna be more like a story of how I went from this game until the end of it. So if you can bear with me, I would definitely appreciate it. And if you also enjoy my content, be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel as well. So let's dive in now. Now, this game now is called a Safari Collectathon, so the theme is going to take into a Safari environment. So I've taken the liberty of fast forwarding the process of this game for you because it took me about 1 hour 30 minutes to actually complete this game as I edited this a bit early. But I wanted to show you how I did so. But let me just take you first a few steps of how this idea came into Astrocade, how I created this. So to be completely honest with you of how I created this game, I didn't really have an idea of how. I struggled a few days since I wanted to make this game. I was struggling to create an idea of how, so I gave myself a few hours per day of really, you know, brainstorming of a good idea, and there were times that I'm just stuck. I really don't know how to begin with. So I gave myself a few breaks. I do some other things. I played other games. I I take a nap. I eat my lunch, dinner. I watch movies. Spend time with family, and I go back again to the drawing board to see if I have a good idea of what I can do. And still I haven't had the slightest idea of how. So I think this one morning when I was out, I was in McDonald's and I was waiting for my order, and then all of a sudden I just had this sudden pop on an idea. I thought to myself, what if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do a collecting? Well, it's a collectathon, but let me collect these animals. Okay, how? How can I collect these animals in a way that I can make a game out of it? How would I? What can be the, like, not really a theme. The theme was already safari, like a mechanic, like that. A mechanic. Ah, collecting is also a mechanic, so I think the purpose there. I think that's a good word. Purpose. What would be the purpose of me having to collect these animals? And I thought to myself, how? So I went to different scenarios in my head of how can I do so, and some of them are not really what I hope to be, so I kept on thinking. Then I've gotten to the part of, what if I am like one of those documentaries on Discovery Channel, taking videos of animals, or capturing photos of the animals. There, So that's what I went with. So I'm like one of those documentaries of finding those animals and take a photo of them. That's how will I incorporate my collecting mechanic on my game. So I have now the idea. Then came is designing the environment of this game. So I don't have really that much skill when it comes to designing. It solely depends on the theme. But for this one, it gave me a lot of trouble. So I just recalled some things from what I saw from documentaries, pictures, uh, some descriptions of a book, or even movies that I've watched. Uh, for example, Lion King. If you have watched the animated one, I used a bit of a uh, inspiration on their designs, on their environment. So I may have taken a bit of some things there that's going to be part of this game. But I'm thankful that I still recall them. So not all of them I used. I used only part of it. Then from there, I just started from the camp, just like you've seen earlier. If you're, watching the actual process of my game design, I started with the camp and then moved towards to the ground areas, trees, the trees, the rocks, and then the grass, and then worked my way up into like a cavern that goes on the second level, and then now, okay, here we are. I'm now designing the elephant graveyard. So this is one of the environments that I have recalled watching Lion King. Of course, this is the home of or mostly our hyena territory. That's why I put a hyena there. Then afterwards, I think I recalled in the movie there's gonna be some thorns at the end, but on this one I used vines. So the idea just grew and grew, and it came to a point that I don't want to over design it because I'm already using the background theme of the game to really help me out with the design. So I didn't have the need to overdo it because too much design can really put a strain on a game sometimes. What what I'm really after here is the experience of the player that will take in when they played my game, and I just want them to have fun with it. I want them to be uh, experiencing something that normal people shouldn't. I couldn't even experience this, like going to a safari jungle, taking photos of wild animals in the open area, exposing yourself to it. Those are things that not all people can do. Only professionals can do those. Only those who know how to handle those type of jobs there. So yeah, so I did this in this game to how it feels like to be in a safari, taking photos, really exposing yourself to real dangers that one time it can really, you know, kill you in the process if you're not really, trained for it. So this is how I conveyed that kind of thing here in my game. I want this to be a good experience for them, and to also have fun with it. Yeah. It Sometimes my games don't need to be really complicated, really challenging. Sometimes it's more relaxing to have a chill one, like this, for example. It's it's more of a journey like game that you're just gonna take on the scenery. Yeah, there are a bit of tweaks that I made here. Uh, I put a bit of humor just to make liven up the mood of the game. It will take off your mind of things on the game that it's kind of boring while they're playing it. So I add a bit of humor onto one of my message zones, which you will later see. Or if you're interested, you can even play it on the app as well. Well, I can put a link on my description of the actual link to my game, but you have to download Astrocade first, which is still available on Google Play. I can put that link there as well, so that you won't have to search it on Play Store. And if you encounter any problems, just join the Discord server. Look for Astro M, DM, leave a DM, and someone there, not just Astro M, but someone from the uh, team of Astrocade will reach out to you if you're having problems accessing the app. And from there, you can either play one of our games, not just me, other creators as well, create our games, or you can even create your own. If you have, you know, since you're watching my video, maybe you have a better idea of how to create your own Safari game. Well, this might be your chance to do so. To uh, let out that creativeness of your mind and put it on to Astrocade to create your own game. It's just a simple game, a simple app. You just type in the words that you want to generate as image. It can either be an object or a decoration, power up, collectibles, stuff like that. Everything's there for you to uh, see your potential as a creator without having the work of learning code, because that's what Astrocade is there for. You can literally make your own games without having to code. You just need a creative mind and burst it all out on Astrocade. And from there, you will just be surprised by yourself that you actually made a game, and it's fulfilling. It's something that I've been dreading a few months of. I want to also actually make my own game, publish it on Google Play, but I wasn't able to because I lack the proper knowledge of doing so. But upon arriving on Astrocade, I finally found it. I finally found this, and I was able to create one of these mini games that I created. And you too can be one of those. So I encourage you to try out this game and see for yourself how the experience will, you know, affect your creativity like this one. Because for me, it's really, it can be, like it's a hobby that I'm longing for to find, and I'm enjoying myself to it. I'm learning to use my creativity to these kind of games that I'm making in Astrocade, and I'm glad that a lot of people are able to find these games and play them. It's such a fulfilling uh, in my for myself. I'm really proud of how I created these games. So it kept me going. It kept me going to really level up my creativity. Although this one, yeah, It might not be just like the previous ones that I made, but sometimes a bit chill is it's not so bad. You can go hardcore if you want to. I made some hardcore games previously, but not every game has to be hardcore. Everything has a limit. So I chose to be this as chill as possible, and that's what I'm conveying on this game. But these are my own. These are all my own thoughts. Maybe you have your own. You have your own opinions on what kind of games you want. You can gladly do so in Astrocade. I'll be leaving this links down below. Alright, so I'm approaching now the end of this creation of mine. I'm just leaving out some of the message zones, which are the final details of my game. So, if you actually played it, what you see here is not really the actual message zones that I placed here. I kind of tweaked them to a better ones. So when I show you the gameplay, it will differ. You see. So something like that. I changed it in a bit of more of a humorous way. These are more like straightforwards, and I didn't get to record those updates. You can kind of get an idea of how I changed those when you actually play the game. So it's as simple as this, that you're just gonna drag out a certain part of the creation tools by placing these message zones. It's just quite simple. You just tap and drag, and then you you think of a way of your own. You know, Ev- Creating your own games is limitless. As long as it's friendly. It doesn't contain any malicious intent. It's something that every age group can enjoy. So we have to steer clear of those bad thoughts we have. Yeah. So on this bit, I actually put here a bit of lyrics to the famous uh, from the Lion King. What's that title? I forgot the title. The sleep with me. Can you feel the love tonight? There. It's a bit of lyrics because at the end of it, it's like there's Timon and Pumbaa there singing. If you watch the movie, I definitely recommend you watching. All right, so this is now the complete creation of this game. As you can see, it's just really simple. Nothing too hardcorey. But now let me show you now the gameplay. So there are a bit things that have been updated, like this one. There's a camera now, as I mentioned. We're gonna take a photo of the amazing animals. Okay, so I got one now, the gazelle hiding in the bushes. For this one, well, apparently the lioness that I'm about to battle just went with there, but it's okay. See, there's the baboons monkeying around. Okay, so I have two options now to go up and down, but okay. The lioness guards should be around here, but they were earlier, so I had to tranquilize them. got the lions, and so I'm going back. Alright, so this is where the hippos area. Okay. Okay, so I put there like a hungry hungry hippo reference. Climbing this tree, and then now entering the elephant's graveyard. Okay. And there's the hyena jumping into the vines. And then getting the elephant and the giraffe. I do apologize for my voice. I'm not really feeling well, but I do my best to, you know, talk as clearly as possible. So I hope you won't. Well, it's kind of too late because the video is about to end though. So that's kind of late. Alright, and here, if you know the lyrics, you can actually hear the song, sorry. And that's it. So this is how this safari game went. Alright, so I want to thank you all for taking the time of watching this video, and if you do enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope that you will be able to try out Astrocade for yourselves to, you know, bring out the best of your creativity and, well, top off this game that I made. And I will be very glad to play it and to see how your creativity goes from mine. And I know, I'm sure, I believe it, that you can do a very good job of it. With practice, you can also. So thank you again for watching this video. Again, this is DXYZ, and I'll see you on the next one.